case of shared psychosis. Two twin sisters, erratic, violent behavior, a shocking murder, and a case so bizarre that even psychiatrists were left speechless. In May 2008, Ursula and Sabina Eriksson left Ireland without warning. And within days, their actions would defy logic. They ran into oncoming highway traffic, fought off police officers with superhuman strength, and one of them went on to kill an innocent man. Was this a rare case of shared psychosis? Or is there something even darker behind the Eriksson twins? The mysterious journey. The Eriksson twins were born in Sweden in 1907. They lived separate lives as adults. Ursula moved to the U.S. Sabina stayed in Ireland with her partner and 2 children. Neither had a history of mental illness. Neither had criminal records. But in May 2008, Ursula suddenly flew to Ireland to visit Sabina, and within 24 hours, they vanished. Without telling anyone, they boarded a bus to London, and that's when things got strange. The M6 motorway incident. On the bus, the twins acted erratic and paranoid. They refused to let anyone check their bags. They whispered to each other, convinced they were being followed. The driver became so concerned that he kicked them off the bus at a highway rest stop, rather than call for help. They walked straight onto the M6 motorway, 4 lanes of high-speed traffic, and that's when the cameras started rolling. British highway police were already in the area, filming for a reality TV show. As officers approached, Ursula and Sabina suddenly ran into oncoming traffic. Ursula was hit by a massive truck. Sabina was struck by a Volkswagen. Both should have been severely injured or killed. But what happened next shocked everyone. Superhuman strength and resistance. Despite broken legs, Ursula fought paramedics, screaming at them to stay away. Sabina, after being hit by a car, jumped to her feet. She punched an officer in the face and took off running. It took 6 officers to finally restrain her. This behavior was not normal. It was as if they felt no pain. As Ursula was rushed to the hospital, Sabina was placed in police custody, and just 24 hours later, she was released. What happened next was even more horrifying. The murder of Glenn Hollinshead. After being released, Sabina wandered the streets of Staffordshire. A man named Glenn Hollinshead saw her and offered help. She was acting strange, but Glenn invited her into his home. That night, Sabina kept looking out the window like she was being followed, offered cigarettes, then took them back, claiming they were poisoned, refused to explain her past or her sister's injuries. Despite his friends' concerns, Glenn believed she was just in shock. The next day, without warning, Sabina grabbed a kitchen knife and stabbed Glenn 5 times. He staggered outside, bleeding heavily, and collapsed. Sabina fled the scene, hammering herself in the head with a roofing hammer. Then, she jumped from a 40-foot high bridge and survived. She was finally arrested, but the question remained. Why the shared psychosis theory? The only explanation psychiatrists could offer. Folie à deux, a rare psychological condition where one person's delusions spread to another. Symptoms include paranoia, superhuman resistance, completely detaching from reality. It's most common in twins and close family members, and in this case, experts believe Ursula was the dominant twin, influencing Sabina's behavior. But was this really just psychosis? Or is there something we're missing? Unanswered questions. Why did they suddenly travel to the UK? What triggered their psychosis? Why did police release Sabina after the motorway incident? And why have the twins refused to explain anything? Sabina was sentenced to 5 years in prison for manslaughter. She was released in 2011 and disappeared. Ursula returned to the United States and has never spoken publicly. Their whereabouts today remain unknown, but one thing is certain. Their case is one of the most bizarre and disturbing psychiatric mysteries in modern history. A pair of seemingly normal women, a sudden, unexplained breakdown, a brutal, senseless murder, and a case that still has no real answers. Was this truly a case of shared psychosis? Or is there something deeper at play? What do you think happened? Drop your theories in the comments. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more mind-blowing true crime mysteries.